I'm starting. Okay, looks like the microphone's working, which is great. Um, so I went one page ahead just to see if I could get a better screenshot, but I ended up liking this screenshot, so I used this screenshot for this particular stream. Um, because I figured it's hard to tell what's going on here, whereas the other one there's more stuff going on. And I guess for this particular stream, we're going to be getting into some more dialogue with Carcat between Jade. Um, so that's going to be exciting. And but before I start reading Homestuck, I'll just do a quick little debrief of my week. Last night I saw the movie The End of Oak Street, and I did consider not watching it because part of its marketing involved having the dog being interviewed on an AI podcast that runs 24/7. And it's like a podcast. It's all on the Moist Critical channel. He talked about this, and it was such a dumb idea. And I'm against AI, but ultimately AI is not used in the movie itself. I'm like, well, so long as it's not in the movie, then that's fine. I'm okay with that. Um, and how do I say this? It was, yeah, like there's other movies out right now that do have AI in them, like Ice Cream Man, which I've heard is bad. But yeah, Ice Cream Man has AI in it, and also Stop That Train, which is a movie that I normally would have liked to have gone out to see, but I'm not watching it because it uses AI. And RuPaul, who I think is the director of the movie, and also the star of the movie, like he's having a big hissy fit. Like he was kind of like saying stuff like, "Oh, everyone's just being like queer phobic about the movie." It's like, no, like yeah, I assume there's a lot of people who are doing that, and that sucks, but you used AI in the movie, and that's why a lot of queer people aren't gonna watch the movie, because you don't because it's a problem. The AI thing is a problem, and you need to not participate. But yeah, End of Oak Street did not have any AI in it, as far as I know, and in the movie itself. So I was like, okay, I'm not against the movie itself, I'm just against the marketing of it. uh, Anyways, the movie itself was really good. I've seen the director's other movie, It Follows, which was very auteur indeed. And it influenced another movie that I saw this year called Leviticus, uh, and which was a great movie. He did another movie called Under the Silver Lake, which I didn't watch because I heard that it got really bad reviews, but then I also have heard from other people that it's actually misunderstood. So I'm like, okay, I will definitely have to check out Under the Silver Lake at some point, because I don't know, yeah. This movie was very different from It Follows. Did not, it definitely felt a lot more like an attempt to make a blockbuster, I suppose, like a bit more. It's not it a bit. It's got more mainstream appeal to it. And uh, I kept seeing like bad reviews complaining about the movie being too much like a Spielberg film, like Jurassic Park, and it's nothing like Jurassic Park. If you know anything about Steven Spielberg's directing style, in how he made Jurassic Park. In Jurassic Park, before you see the T Rexes, you hear them approaching, you hear the boom, boom, and then there's like a close up of the glass, rippling the water. That's not what happens in. Nothing like that ever happens in the end of Oak Street. Instead, what happens is a lot of dinosaurs tend to creep up behind the characters, and we, the audience, see them creeping up before the characters see that. That's what happens multiple times, and I almost want to complain about it, saying like, well, that's very unrealistic, but at the same time, like, it was very effective. Like, it's like, oh, this is actually very tense, because I'm just like, run away, run away. Uh, but at the same time, I think I maybe like I do like Steven Spielberg's approach, where you, the audience, are in this are in the same shoes as the characters. Like, you know that something bad is there together. And but at the same time, like, I do, I do like that difference between whoever the director of End of Oak Street is and Steven Spielberg. So yeah, that's the main thing. Um, I won't go into all of my thoughts on the movies, but I do have a few thoughts. And just a reminder, tomorrow I am gonna be doing a dispatch marathon. I should probably schedule that stream as well. That way people know what I'm doing. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be a dispatch marathon. And I've decided that next month I'm going to be doing in addition to reading Homestuck, I'm also going to be doing Slay the Princess streams. Excuse me. And the month after that, for October, excuse me, suddenly I feel sneezy. For October, I'll be streaming, Homestuck again, and also mouth washing. I'm gonna do mouth washing. And then after October, I'm gonna actually get. I'll probably get people to vote on a poll to pick what game I play. So I'll pick 3 games that I'm interested in playing. And I'll let whoever votes decides what happens there. All right, so let's get into Homestuck. Attention, Harley. It's okay. He's using her last name. I forgot that Harley was her last name. Please stop weeping with and or beating the shit out of yourself. Prototyped Lucer Sprite. Oh, that's right, because she's got like a big crybaby flanderized version of herself over there. Let's see. Stop doing one of those things at least. Long enough to answer me. Please, pretty polite Earth, please. Who am I kidding? I'm wasting my time again. Carcat. Whoa, fuck, you answered me. I don't believe it. Yes, I'm going crazy here. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm actually almost relieved to talk to you. What? You are? Or really anybody besides that lunatic? She is driving me nuts. Oh, yeah? How so? Everything here appears to be proceeding rationally. What seems to be the problem? Are you joking? Look at this mess. Mess? Jade, now it sounds to me like you're the one who's joking. Your hive ball rolled down a beautiful winter hill, and you are spending some quality time with family. What the heck is up with Carcat? You are going to have to fill me in on the nature of the problem. It's like I'm trying to like imagine Carcat doing like a Ned Flanders type of voice. Okay, I made the mistake of prototyping my dream self, who has been dead for years. For years? Oh, is that? I thought it. I need to understand the timeline of stuff, because I thought it was still April 2009, and she's saying that, oh, myself has been dead for years. But what does that mean? What does that mean? Uh and she's completely crazy, and there's no talking any sense into her. Just remembering the crying. Hmm. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. What? As in, interesting. As in, how very, very fucking interesting indeed. What does that mean? Oh, hi, Jasmine. What seems to be the problem? Yeah. Look at that face. It's just little devil horns. Oh my god, it's the Windows logo that's over his face. I just realized. Da-na-na-na. What are you getting at? What do you mean, what am I getting at? I'm getting at whatever, interesting gets at. What? Please go on. I'm listening to your problem. It's like he's got therapy. He's like, I just saw a therapist. Well, I mean, I understand why she is upset, but she is completely inconsolable and won't listen to reason about anything. And I guess I could deal with that, but the frustrating thing is that she's actually me. I really don't think I would act like that. Will you stop saying Okay, fine. What other sequence of letters would you have me use to register my profound fascination? Fascination? What do you find so fascinating? I'm just trying to understand. I am being sensitive about it instead of raging fuck us. Isn't that what you want? Yes, it is. If you don't believe me, just ask future you, assuming that conversation doesn't make you cry as well. Now tell me more about your feelings. Oh my god. My feelings? Yes. How did this make you feel? My god. It's like, who is this person? Well, at first I was sad because she made me remember all the sad things that just happened. But I'm trying to be strong about all that so we can keep moving forward. And if I can, then why can't she? But she just went on, and I started getting angry. I have never been so angry in my life. I said stop saying fucking Oh my god, they've switched personalities. What the heck happened? They've completely, yeah, what's going on here? What? And it like does a weird two tongue, I don't know what that is. What does that mean? Is that supposed to be someone with a halo and goopy teeth? Are you making fun of me? No, no. You're looking at it backwards. Those are my horns. Oh, yeah, okay. So, well, yeah, okay. Oh, haha. Oops. Okay, so if I'm understanding you, you're angry at a version of yourself from a different point in time because she's being an overly emotional shithead who is basically the most revolting, self-loathing piece of filth you ever met. Am I following? Yeah, pretty much. Sorry, I just needed to drink some water. Now, okay, I'm not going to say, again, you just did. But come on, don't you find the situation to be just the slightest bit interesting? I mean, considering what? If I recall, it wasn't that long ago from either of our perspectives that you were ripping on me and my smug windbag future self for arguing with each other. Oh, come on. Let me just take a quick break to read the chat. Let's see. Neutral cat, car cat instead of enraged car cat. Time's weird. It's April 2009. But she says to John that his dead stuffed dream self has been up there since she was younger. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because it's too hard to understand. Well, who is this person? Probably the same chill therapy car cat. Oh yeah, we did have. That's right. We have seen a because I remember there was like two car cats that were arguing with each other, and Jade didn't like either of them. Like one was like a raging rager hole, and the other one was like slightly white knighty. And this might be that vote, or and then I think as soon as Jade stopped talking to them, the the rager hole car cat was like he kind of like had I guess he sort of changed his attitude on Jade where because she got angry. He's like, oh, maybe she ain't so bad. And now I think this might be like when he's just changed, possibly, because I don't think it's like a future car cat. I think this is current car cat, but it doesn't say current car cat. It just says car cat. Oh, I guess there's that argument too. That's what car cat is talking about, but I'm talking about before the humans are added back into the equation of Act V. Okay. Oh, come on. This is nothing like that. How is this hang on, wait. Consider it. Wasn't this the oh come on, this is nothing like that. How is this not like that? Because she's actually insane. Oh, I see. All those idiot past and future car cats weren't. But those are you. I'm not her. Oh, aren't you? Oh, aren't you? It's hard. It's always an awkward thing to think about, like how people, like when you try to like think about like how other people are perceiving you. Like how do I like I try not to care, but then I think about like um like when I think about myself in high school, for example, I'm just like, oh no, no, you know. Okay, you just said you were. I just heard you say that. So tell me, how is this even the slightest fucking bit different? I don't know. It's just yes. Go on. I'm really curious. How? Oh my god, you're right. I mean, I do have to. What the fuck? What the fuck? What was... Okay. All right then. So it's just just randomly starts thinking about um the cake. Uh, I'll just read the chat real quick. Um, since as time goes on, Carcat chills out towards the humans, but past Carcat, who just learned that the humans doomed them all, was doing the most of the insulting. The good old days. I will not comment. So then I guess I'm a hypocrite. Ah, poor Jade. No, not really. I mean, not really. It just means you're a sane, rational person, and there just might be hope for you yet. Um, wait, so me arguing with my dead dream self and smacking her around while screaming at her makes me sane? Yes, absolutely. It means all of your hideous flaws disgust you. I mean, I guess it's kind of good to, you know, be aware of how you've improved as a person since a certain point in time. But I kind of think Jade, out of all four of them, was probably the best one of them anyway. But yeah, she's become stronger. She's become more assertive. I think she's had the most obvious character growth compared to everyone else. You know, and it's funny. It's kind of funny, but like her name's Jade, and I think like over time she's become more jaded. It's swish. Um, it's more, let's say for themselves. Really, congratulations are in order. Wait, you are right to be disgusted. It's more important. It's more than most people can say for themselves. Really, congratulations are in order. Ha ha. Wow, you are so weird. Congratulations, in addition to just maybe an apology. Don't you think? You want me to apologize for what? Calling you crazy for arguing with yourself? That was crazy. That was an insane conversation. Would it really kill you to consider it? Okay, so he is. Okay. So he's trying to like. This is almost like a payback situation where he's like trying to like get, but I don't know. I'm not sure what the angle is. Let me just read the chat real quick. He's Jade's shipping. Oh no. Maybe it stems from that admission. Oh yeah, because he's like a weird, like he had like a no. It's because he kept insisting, like, oh yeah, I get to I get to ship Jade with John, even though they're brother and sister, and I get to, and he was like, but it's fine, and everyone was like, no, that's weird, and it's clearly like a meta commentary on like the Homestuck fandom and the shipping wars, and that was brilliant. That was one of the funniest things I ever read in Homestuck. I kind of want to go back and read that whole thing because it was such a horrible thing to, because it was just like Carcat at his worst. Oh my god, which is saying something. That is saying something. Um, Admission of where he previously thought he might be his own Kismesis. Okay, he thought he was his own Kismesis because he's a narcissist. Um, that's a beautiful. It was a beautiful conversation. Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'll keep reading. Hang on. In addition to just maybe an apology, kill you to consider it after taking so much crap from you for all those years. No, forget it. I'm not apologizing. That is bullshit. Dead dream dog, Jade. Is that you? You're sounding a bit hysterical. Maybe you should calm down. Shut up. Well, if you can manage to get your aneurysm under control, maybe you will realize I didn't actually specify to whom an apology was in order. Idiot. Oh, he couldn't help himself. What are you saying? You want to. What are you saying? You want to apologize? I guess. Okay, so he wants to apologize. Probably. This apology was going to go down one way or another, so this might as well be the time. And let's face it, I was really being the worst kind of phlegm bubble blown out of a noisy, glistening ass. What the? That was way too graphic. I did not need that mental image in my head. That was just. So, I'm sorry. Yeah, you better be sorry. But to be fair, it was my past self who was giving you so much a hard time, and he's completely deranged. It's still you, though. It's still you. Okay, so something like a creepy thought to have that I sometimes there's a very disturbing thought that comes into my mind every now and then, and that is I think it's like every 6 years, the cells in your body are completely different from the cells that you had 6 years ago. So you're like on a physiological level, you're not the same person anymore, but like the memories of who you are transferred onto the new cells, I guess. And it's creepy to think about, but at the same time, I'm like, well, that's still you. Like, there's still something that is staying, and like you can change. Like, you can't just be like, oh, that wasn't me. It's like, no, it was you, but you've changed, and that's okay. But like, you can't. But like, you can't. Yeah, this is a bad way of looking at it. Okay, I appreciate the thought of an apology. But I don't know if it really counts if you are just going to pawn off responsibility of your past self again. Maybe your present self should own up to it. Yeah, that's kind of the point for Carcat, self-argument, and Jade, self-argument. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like Jade's kind of like, man, is this really what I was like? Like she's really like trying to she's like trying to come to grips with like, her current self and her past self, and there's like, oh man, like what the, like, because like she sort of sees this like, yeah, okay, that is me, but like but she's like coming to grips with it, whereas Carcat's just like, oh no, it's all like separate. It's not really you. It's like, no, it's you. It's like, so yeah, he's not really ready to have this apology conversation. Like, yeah, yeah, that's what he's doing. He, being me right now, is owning up to what a fucking me past me was, and continues to be lame. Yes, I know it's lame, or I know that you think it's lame when I say shit like that. Because remember, I have been talking to you from the future, and I know you don't cotton to my PCGFCG stupidity. I don't know what that means. But see, you don't know that yet. Or more specifically, you don't know that I know that you know that yet. So I'm kind of pulling a, oh, right, hang on, past card cat and future card cat. Sorry, that's stupidity. So both, yeah, like I'm dumb in the past and I'm dumb in the future, but right now I am so smart. It's like you're all just as dumb. So I'm kind of pulling a fast one here. Ha ha ha. That is so ridiculous. Why don't you stop it with all this nonsense and own up to being terribly, own up to being terrible unequivocally? Yeah, I'm going to. It's the thing is, I kind of misrepresented myself. I'm not as much of a scumbag as I was so determined to make out with myself to be. Fuck, I mean, make myself out to be. I just read the chat. Forgot the exact time, but for the majority, I can believe not brain cells so much. Oh, okay, so the brain is mostly constant. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I really don't know why I trolled you like that so persistently. For some reason, deep down, I just knew that I had to. Even if I meant digging myself into a huge hole with you and everyone else that would be hard to climb out of. And like practically everything I said was completely baseless because I didn't actually know you. Just like you didn't and still don't actually know me. So I guess I am apologizing for it. Like really seriously now. Present Carcat. Oh, sorry, that's my alarm. I, present Carcat, in the current moment, apologize on behalf of my stupid past self, who is actually me, the guy talking right now. Like, there's no difference between those two guys. Okay, okay. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere with this guy. Let me just set up my shield on my mobile game that I play. Where's my shield? 24-hour shield. No one can no one can grab me. Okay. Yes. Wait, hang on. Where was that? Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. What? Okay. The swapping around is very it's good. Okay, Carcat, that sounds pretty sincere to me, and you're right. I don't actually know you. I just know the part of you who acted like a bully. I understand there can be more to a person than just the stuff they say when they're angry. But he's only angry. This is so it's kind of hard for me to accept Yeah, but like, it's so jarring the difference. So I will accept your apology and give you another chance. Okay, great. And I will apologize for calling you crazy. Obviously, I am not in much position to judge. No, but you were right. I am crazy, but thanks anyway. So you say you have been talking to me from the future? Yeah, making plans and whatnot to pry ourselves mutually out of this massive Mobius double clusterfuck. Okay, so what is the plan? I mean, why did you want me to contact you at this moment so badly? Okay, well, the most immediate point of business is you see that is you see that glowing blue screen behind you? Yes. You need to turn that fucking piece of shit off. Get the fuck. He's trying not to think about it. Get the fuck out. Stop it. It's too I don't it's not that funny, but it's just the way it catches you off guard. It's like you don't see it coming. Uh, Hang on, let me just read the chat real quick. Uh, the Kismesis thing I was saying before, it was along the lines of him probably hating himself more than anyone else, and the future past memos allow him to argue with himself. Okay, okay. So he was masturbating. um, Pretty much all the same way and disordered, so he had time to cool down. Okay, so he just had to like, what's it called? He had to get stuff out of his system. So, uh, when I was in high school, I might have talked about this before, but when I was in high school, a police officer came to our school to talk about like this is back like in the mid to late 2000s. Police officer came to our school and was talking about like cyberbullying and other stuff, and they were she told us about how it was kind of a new thing at the time, and at one point she had to talk to these two girls who were severely cyberbullying somebody at their school, to the point where that girl ended up, I think, possibly self-harmed at some point. And that's, it got so bad that police had to get involved. So they talked to the two girls, and they said that, they asked, why did you do this? And they said that, oh, it was just us getting our anger out. And they were like, what are you talking about? And they said, well, for example, our one of their mum said one of them had observed that their mum swears a lot in the car while driving, and their mum said that that's her way of getting her anger out so that it doesn't affect the real world. And it might be that some people do sort of see the internet as a place to get their internet to get their anger out so that it doesn't come out in the real world. It's a place to vent, it's a place to put graffiti on the put graffiti. Like that's the thing. A lot of the internet these days, Twitter is mostly just graffiti, and not the good kind of graffiti. Just the bad graffiti. Just the shithead graffiti. And so now I think those girls, they're trying to explain, well, our mum swears in the car and that's how she gets her anger out. And me bullying this person on the internet is my way of getting my anger out without affecting the real world. It's like, I feel like that was just an excuse to, they did it because they wanted to bully the person. That's sort of how I see it. So I'm kind of critical of Carcat because it kind of is like, sort of reminds me of that a little bit, but at the same time, it's like, at least he's changed as a person. It seems like he's 12 years old. Those girls were like, I don't know, they were probably 15. I don't know. How old is he? Is he 10 or 12? I guess, I don't know how old they are. But, they're, at least he's changed as a person. But yeah, he's getting better. He's getting better. Let me just read the chat real quick. Accidentally building up his Kismissus relationship out of his system, but he also went out of order for her, or at least John, like kind of apologized to her, and then said she's got to keep getting hateful messages from him, though. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, oh, damn. They mistook what counts as the real world. That's right, that's right. The internet is just an extension of the real world. Because mom probably meant because the people she's addressing won't actually hear her or engage directly. Yeah, exactly. Everyone's 12, 13. Okay. So they're all 12 and 13. Got it. Now where was I? Where was I? Oh, have I? Oh, I haven't read this. Okay. I can do that, but why? What does it do? It's been here my whole life, and I could never figure it out. All right, this is about the blue screen, which you seem to have a where you were like, you said something like, "Oh, the blue screen." I'm like, "Oh, why are you saying, oh, the blue screen? What's so? Is it something that it's something? I'm assuming it's something that's been established before, possibly. What does it do? It's been here my whole life, and I could never figure it out. I'm not going to say much about it, but suffice to say, there are just some things you don't want to screw with. There are outcomes that are even worse than the complete annihilation of existence itself. Forces more damaging to the integrity of reality than those capable of turning imagination into pure void. Whoa, this is deep. There are forces which, if handled recklessly, will nullify the basic ability of intelligent beings in all real and hypothetical planes of existence to give a shit. I like how the way he writes now is very mature, but there's still like these lingering car cat isms where he's like where like he just said that whole thing and then ends it with to give a shit. That's like very car cat. So it's an interesting like he hasn't like he still gets to be himself, but now he's more mature now. I'm like, all right, cool. He's being more he's got his head out of his ass, which is great. I don't think I'm following. You don't have to follow. All you need to do is turn the thing off and then do the next thing I was told to tell you to do. You were told by who? By you. Oh, future me? Yes. You could be telling yourself this right now, but we're sort of working on a strict no memo policy. Good, good. He's healing as a person. No more memos, Carcat. It's really bad for you. Uh, which is your idea, of course. Did I mention how you don't like it when we argue with our past future selves? Yes, pretty sure I did. So I'm going along with the policy as best I can. I am being pleasant and agreeable, and I will gently lower a magnificent coruscating column of hot fuck you down the protein chute of anyone who says otherwise. Okay. Well, it sounds like a pretty good policy to me. You don't say. So, anyway, because of that, my role at the moment is to act as a sort of go between for you and your future self, to help along the process of making these plans while your future self is deliberately vague about some stuff as to not jinx the conception of the ideas in the first place, I guess. All while your current self is necessarily kind of dumb and about is kind of dumb about everything. Hey, sorry. Okay, just kind of ignorant because stuff hasn't happened yet. You know what I mean. it's not that it's not all that straightforward for me either, but I'm used to this sort of idiocy by now. It's a lot better than the moronic reverse conversation with Egbert I trapped myself into. Meanwhile, time is kind of running out here where I am. Where I am, we're counting down to something looming on the Trollian timeline, and no one knows what it is. And my team is kind of falling apart. I'm completely losing track of everyone and what they're doing. So at this point, I'm just going along with whatever there is to go along with. And that is you and your crazy future plans. And the scratch. Oh, yeah, Dave told me about that. What is it? I don't fucking know. At one point, I thought I did. I thought it was just whatever sent Jack here. But clearly, it's not that simple. Aradia knew, but she didn't say. And then she went and goddamn exploded. You haven't told me either because I'm not supposed to know yet. Whatever. I don't even care. Let's just do it. Okay then. What was the thing I told you to tell me to do? Right now, I mean. Okay, don't ask me why because I don't know that either. But that blue screen there, first, like I said, shut it off. Okay, then what? Then you need to draw it. Draw it, yes. And then nothing. That's it. Jade, examine the fourth wall. Oh my god. That's the fourth wall. Is she gonna talk to us? Wait, no, that's not what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen? Let me just read the chat real quick. I mean, keep getting those angry Carcat messages because he's already sent them in his past. Yeah, I know. It's John's 13th birthday, so yeah, let's just say 13 unless stated otherwise because I think John was last. Okay, so he's the youngest by 1 second. Wait, no, he's just the youngest. I don't remember if it's ever been addressed. Maybe Hussey's segment said the screen from the perspective of a future reader. Okay. Oh my god, this is so meta. This is why Homestuck is unadaptable. I don't understand how that guy, what's his name, Sky Hen. I think his name was Sky Henway or something, who was from Vivzy Pop. He tried to adapt it. He tried. That's how this whole thing started. Was me reacting to that pilot, and I was like, I'm gonna read it to see what everyone's talking about, what the problem is. Yeah, and now that I've read so far into it, I'm just like, how it's adapting it is. I don't know how it's possible. Like you would need to film like a live action set. The scenes involving Andrew Hussey. You would have to like actually film him in live action. You'd have to get him to at least do voice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And I did see that other pilot as well for Homestuck, and that one was weird. It was weird. It was a weird one. But maybe it was. I don't know. It had some. It did some things better, but it was weird. I forgot who that was. I forgot, but I know I'm subscribed to them. I don't. Let's see. Coruscating is an adjective that means flashing brightly, sparkling, or gleaming. It can also describe someone or something with a brilliant intellectual, artistic, or rhetorical cleverness. Coruscating wit. Wiktionary, losing track. Definitely not simple. Fourth wall's broken, though we looked at Hussey through one. Okay. I read somewhere that it may be greenlit or is, and if it is, the characterization and stuff will be fixed. I'll find the actual. Okay, so that's. I seriously thought that it wasn't going ahead because compared to like it got only a. I think it only got just over 1 million views, which back in early YouTube, that would have been like back during like the 2010s, like early 2010s, that would have been huge. Like it would have been up there with Ruby, it would have been up there with Dick Figures, yeah, in terms of numbers. But like these days, that's not really a lot compared to, but maybe it's enough. Maybe it's enough to be greenlit, but I thought it was just, I thought it was considered a disappointment compared to what Hell of a Boss has been getting, compared to what Has Been Hotel's been getting, compared to what Glitch has been getting. Ah, well. Yeah, if you find that post, send me a link on maybe either link it in the comments of this live stream, or you can send it to me on Blue Sky or whatever it is. Yeah, I'd be interested to learn more about that. Here we go. I've got to read a paragraph. I prefer the dialogue. You size up the arcane contraption. The blue flicker of the coat's lining is arresting, but you don't know if it's a coat. That would only invite more questions. You don't know what it shields, nor do you know whose shoulders it was meant to cover. If you knew that, if you even knew his name, you would understand terror no human ever has. Huh. Well, you should really listen to Carcat and turn it off. If you start messing if you start messing with it, I will seriously start fucking everything up. It would be irresponsible of both of us to let that happen. You suddenly wonder where Jade Sprite went. You wonder that because I said you did. I know where she went, but I will not say. Not that you can hear a word I'm saying. The coat's too thick. Jade, turn it off. What? Whoa. What's going to happen next? I had to watch that again. Whoa. This is so eerie. What's happening? Okay. Oh my god, it's Wayward Vagabond. Build a fort. In your attempt to find an exit, you have pried some paneling off the walls, but you are no closer to discovering a means of escape. So you have resolved to build a fort instead. You feel safe and sound in the cozy confines of your wobbly station panel walls. It should allow you to relax and pass the time while you wait for the only source of energy you are aware of to present itself. So, let's see. I've been. Yeah, let's keep going for a bit more. Serenity, go get help. You have humored less antics long enough. It is time you slipped out of the partially open door to seek help, since your beloved master has clearly gone stark raving mad. White Queen, advise Prospition Monarch. Let me just read this. This part of Hussey's self-insertion segment, I'll find the page after the stream sometime. TLDR, during the segment, he put the huge green coat over the fourth wall he had. Okay. Yeah, that was a very cute vagabond moment. Our beau. He pulled off the paneling with the art he did back when he painted all their planets plus Durs and Prospect before we saw any more like John's planet. Okay. Your new queen is eager for your counsel. Ow. She wishes to know the royal itinerary she inherits. The itinerary, for now, is simple. She must wait for her fourth and final subject to arrive. Okay. What is this? A fifth exile, sleeping for centuries in the belly of the ruins far beneath the desecrated idol, once sharing its visage with the legendary speaker of the vast croak. The vast croak. Okay. Soon the rich keeper will awaken and serve his new queen. It is then that her work may begin. She would like clarification on the nature of the work, which you are happy to provide. You explain that it is very simple. As the new queen, she will be charged with bringing the slayer to justice and rebuilding her kingdom in a new land. Her Majesty again is overwhelmed. And again you explain she will have help. She may choose to appoint a Wastelandic Vindicator as her kingdom's hero, a warrior selected and groomed to face the Slayer with the weapon he protects. But first, there will be tidying up to do. Explosives will be needed if she were to appoint a brave armaments regent for her kingdom. He could be of assistance. Okay. Once the regent's task is complete, the queen must use the key to set the destination for her royal entourage. And once all the pieces are in place, the vessels must be destroyed. Oh my, the vessels must be destroyed. Are they all in there, or are they just, they're all dead by this point, right? This is all Serenity. Blink for help furiously. You interrupt whatever nonsense these silly people are planning with an extremely urgent message. Unfortunately, your simple message cannot seem to penetrate their thick carapaces. Doesn't anybody in the stupid desert speak blinking? Oh my god. Okay. What's AR again? Something renegade. Prepare to tidy up. You heard the new queen in town needs a powder monkey on the double. As the kingdom's new regent, whatever that is, you spring into action. Now this is something you can handle. Anything to take your mind off that terrible pointy head that fell on the illegal statue. Until you have to rig that one with bombs too, that is. Okay, dream. The dream. Okay. Oh, what's that? What's this? Reach. This is a really cool, some cool images. Very Halloween. Oh. The mayor, no. What's going on? Up. 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 Oh my god. Oh my god. Red Miles. Oh my god, that's like full on elfin lead violence. The terrible pointy head, i.e. the Beck head thing that spares AR because it resembles Beck Noir. Okay. I forgot about that. And when I say I forgot about that, I mean I don't remember that. A weird bug approaches. It must be your lucky day. Oh my god, it's what's his name? John. Is it John? Because John, this is what John turned into. What the fuck happened to John? No, it's not John. It's Vriska. Same thing happened to Vriska. She kicked. Oh, that's right, because she wanted to beat this guy. So she kicks him, and now what? So she's sleeping. All right. I think we're about to get an animation here. We're about to get an animation here, and if it is an animation, then we might stop it there. If it's not an animation, then we'll keep going for a bit more. I like how she's like, she's got a bunch of Nick Cage paraphernalia in the background, and she's like smiling. Let me just read the chat real quick. Yeah, the text is that time Jade talked about wishing she could be an animal or whatever. Okay. Red Miles, because of Beck Noir's rampaging thing in the past, any visuals of Beck scare him. Okay. Oh god, the wake. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. So I'll just turn this down a bit. I don't know if the audio limiter is going to work, but hopefully it does. Oh, it's oh my god. No. No. Who? Oh yeah, it's her. But she's not a robot. Oh, that's how she died. I think. Man, this is way more non-linear than Christopher Nolan's work. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Now what? What's she doing? Oh, no, that's okay. Yeah, get him. Get him, Vriska. It's Ted. It is. I always laugh when I see Tavros. Oh, they're gonna fight? Oh, wait. Maybe not. Oh, wait, what? No, they're fighting, okay. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was expected. All right, that was great. Let's see. We saw Prospect's dream self die. So we saw all the Prospect dream selves die. Now Jack Beck Noir came from Durst using the red miles. Okay. Aradia gets his ass, her actual body. Congratulations, another time player. Remember, Tab said he'd stop her by force, and he totally failed. So, well, apparently he's gonna land. So, that's to be continued next week. All right then. That was great. I think that's a good place to stop it for today. I said that I would catch up with my friend a little after lunchtime so that we can play Baldur's Gate 3 together, which I'm thinking after we finish that particular session of Baldur's Gate 3, um, I'll probably be having a massive Baldur's Gate 3 uh, break just because it's gotten to a point where Baldur's Gate 3 is becoming slightly boring, and me and my friend have resolved to play DOS 2 together as our next game to play. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be doing a dispatch marathon. I'm gonna try. I think I can play all the episodes tomorrow. I think I've got if not, I'll continue the rest before the month ends at some point. So yeah, oh yeah, the poll. The poll won't happen until November. November, I will put out a poll where people can decide what game I play for November. But my plan is, Dispatch this month, just because I really want to play Dispatch. Next month, I'm playing Slay the Princess because my friend really wants me to play Slay the Princess. And for October, I really want to play Mouthwashing because that's like a horror game that I really want to play, and it's October, so it makes sense to play something horror themed. But then after that, November, December, people can decide what game I play. So yeah, tomorrow Dispatch Marathon over on YouTube and Twitch, and next week I'll continue playing Homestuck. So yeah, I forgot to say hi to Cheese. Cheese. Wait, who was Cheese? Did I miss someone called Cheese? Was there someone? Let's see. Did I miss somebody's Oh, oh, hi, Purgatory Prince. I forgot. Didn't see you there, but I must have missed someone called Cheese. Maybe they're on the Twitch chat. Let me go check. Oh wow, I've got 3 viewers. Oh hi, Cheese Queen. Hi there. Oh hi, Fake Fable. Oh crap, are you enjoying Homestuck so far? Yes, I am enjoying Homestuck. Oh, someone called Alakazam said, "Oh, someone reading Homestuck. Well, Meglavania time." All right. Well, it was great. I'm glad some people came over on the Twitch chat. Most people don't watch me on Twitch, so it's nice when people do. All right. I'll end it here for now. I will change the the closing out segments with the new animation next week. All right. Bye for now.